Good morning, good morning. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe. And I'm coming live to you from Cooks Creek, Manitoba, 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. And it is Friday of a long weekend. Woohoo! I'm sure you're pretty excited. I know I am. And I'm actually more excited too because today my son comes back. So my middle son took off to a band concert, jazz band concert in Moose Jaw, Manitoba. Moose Jaw, no, not. And so, what am I thinking? Okay, it's Friday. And so I always get tongue-tied when I'm in these, and then I lose my mind and forget where they're going, forget where I live, forget who I'm talking to. This is normal. But this is also my last morning coffee break, Monday to Friday, because I will be going back to work soon, and so I'm just going to transition. So just a reminder that I will be switching to evenings. So I'm still going to try and do my Sundays at 7, Mondays at 7. Oh, my thing's giving a thumbs up. And and then likely Thursday if I can pull it off. And then Wednesdays are still my club classes, and so those I'll be streaming live on YouTube. What else is there? Just because it's a lot on YouTube, I can access more people, and on Facebook and YouTube. So anyway, sorry about that. I had to take a sip. So we have a little bit of a fun card to do today, and it's probably going to take a little longer. But I did pre-cut everything, so we might be okay. But this is a fun card. It's Fun Friday, and it's a floating card. I'm sure you've seen them before. And if you remember from yesterday, I was talking about reusing and not throwing away all the stuff that comes in your stamp set. And actually, I forgot to pull one out, so I'll have to make sure I do that right away. So hopefully one of my stamp sets still has it, because I do collect them. I do collect the window sheet or acetate sheets that are in there, and I reuse them. So don't throw those away, and they're always handy, right? Like everything, no waste, right? No waste, no waste. Okay, so let's make sure first that we are good to go and we are live, and that I'm on the right page, because I tend to make that mistake every once in a while as well. And I see myself here, but my computer screen is frozen. In the meantime, not too sure if you saw the post yesterday, but we actually have free shipping coming up. Boop, boop, boop. I'm super excited about that. I have to tell everybody. In Canada and you do not have a demonstrator yet, please consider ordering with me. I have a couple of gifts that I believe I said I would give away. Well, it's my normal gifts. So if you spend, there we go, right? Usually when I say you spend $60 or more, you get an embellishment pack. And if you actually do $100 or more, which is the free shipping offer, then because it's $100 or more, so you have to spend a minimum before shipping and taxes, then you'll get the embellishment pack plus a free card kit from me for my weekly card kit class. So I've already started putting my list together. So the bonus is, if you actually, here's a tip, I listed it yesterday. If you buy the starter kit now, or even the day of, no kidding. And as soon as you get your demonstrator ID, you can hop in, place an order for free shipping and 20% off. So I've already started my list. So these are the catalog prices, but I'm going to take that. And because I am a past bronze, I get 25% off. So you start off at 20 and then you work your way to 25%. So I will get 25% off plus save in Manitoba, 11% shipping, or anywhere in Canada, I should say. See, I can't speak. Where am I? Ha ha ha. And so just a reminder, we have BOGO, and I have my catalog launch party, which is Friday, May 31st. So I hope you can make it. It's $65, but it also includes food, your rental, a full table to yourself, which is I think she said 4 to 8 feet, and then yeah, and access to my BOGO sale, card buffet, and tons of inspiration and display boards. And I'm still looking for In Color Club. If I don't get enough people signed up, I need at least 5. Then we're just gonna probably do an In Color bingo because that seems to be more popular in my world. Okay, so let's get crafty. What are we creating today that is so fun? Well, there's 2 things you need. So you're gonna need the Wanted to Say dies, which is this guy here. Now, the fun thing about these is you get a double frame. So you get the intricate wording, and then you get the shadow that goes around it. And then you get a few little accessories that go with it. Some hearts and a couple flowers. Oh, and a present box. So I wish it had a balloon. So I hope you didn't get rid of your balloon set, because then you could use that too. But it's got happy birthday, feel better soon, you're too kind, and celebrate. So we have chosen feel better soon from this. And then you're also going to need, which is my big feature, is this big guy, the new leaf collection. So you've probably seen quite a bit of this already, and it is $28. So it is this stamp set here. It's a big one. It literally fits the whole thing, and you'll see it shortly. And we had to do some fussy cutting. So I have done that ahead of time. But background stamps, they're so much fun. I mean, look at these beautiful designs they've already shared here. And then my inspiration came from this one, because you can see it's kind of floating. Oh yeah, I need an adhesive sheet. So we need to make sure we have that. Oh, I didn't pull this one out yet. There might be one in this one. Let me double check. No, I didn't pull that one out yet. What did I use yesterday? Oh yeah, I think I used, no, it's not in that one either. So let's, oh yeah, I used Country Bakehouse the other day, so there should be one, yep. Okay, so we'll pull that one out. Okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, so do you want to see the card we're making? So the card we're making requires a little bit of technique and a little bit of fussy cutting. Okay, not a little bit, a lot. So we're talking layer upon layer upon layer. So today's all about layers, and this is the card we're going to make today. So I'm going to show you how I do that, and I'm going to obviously, due to, time, we are going to do a lot of jumping. So again, don't forget to say hello. Don't forget to comment. Even if it's I'm catching the replay, or even share, like, and whoever does by tomorrow afternoon, I will do the draw, and then send you out this beautiful card. One person will be the happy recipient to receive this card. Okay, so you will need either a Misty or your old Stampin' Up! Stamparatus, whatever you have available. I just pulled out my Stamparatus. You can also, I'm gonna move, I don't think I need my paper trimmer. So I'm just gonna stick this under so I'm even. So your stamp pad, your stamp set, the actual cover case is great for keeping it level so you can easily stamp on it. So I'm gonna do that with you here. Let's get organized. I'm over here. Okay. Boy, let's see. Okay, that's not straight. There. Am I even in the camera? Let's make sure we're in the camera. Okay, there we go. Let me slide my whole table back just a bit. Sorry. Okay, so we need a piece of white cardstock. So we're going to start with that. And we're going to stick it in there. I just use this as a guide. I don't like to stick my stamp in any, whether it's the Misty or my Stamparatus, right into the corner. I like mine out a little bit. And so I make sure I just use this as a guide, because I can't put my magnets on top because this is a full background. So you can, however, take a piece of removable tape, stick it underneath, and then hold this down. But I don't need to do that because I have this little guide I made here. So as long as I make sure I stick that in the corner, we are good to go. Okay, so we are using three colors of green, but you can actually get away with just using one or two. But I liked to use three. So really up to you. So we're gonna start with Old Olive and a dabber. And then I'm just gonna take this, run it through, and then tap all over my stamp pad here. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to be using more than one color, right? So, and I'm weird. I like to have a dauber for each color. That's just how I roll, but you don't need to. So if you only have a few, then I would say my only recommendation to you is to always start with the lighter color and then work towards the darker color, because that way it's easier to ink. And then you could also rub off the extra ink as much as you can onto a paper towel or a piece of scrap paper, you know, like copy paper or something like that, or scrap pieces that you're throwing in the garbage, etc., etc. So this is Old Olive. And we're going to make sure, yeah, I'm just making sure I got most of it. And then we're gonna just literally push that in the corner, drop this down. Oh, I just noticed I'm off a bit. My stamp must have moved, so we're just gonna, I'm gonna add this because I noticed my stamp moved a bit. Oh, right, because I moved it over because I wanted this guy. He was cut off. Okay, there we go. And then we're just gonna push. Now, you can just push down, or you can grab your tool, your Stampy tool, if you have one of these, and just push down and around and make sure that goes down. Perfect. So I've got a couple spots where it didn't, so I'm just gonna push. I don't know, it's always the same spot, so there must be something wrong with my, anyway, there we go. Ta-da! Okay, so that's first color. So, Old Olive. Now I'm gonna come in, because you know we have to use the new in colors. I'm gonna come in with some Shy Shamrock. And where some of that's hiding or where it's a little light is where I want to go. So I'm gonna just come in right about there and maybe some here, maybe up the stem a bit, like so. I mean, it's really up to you where you wanna put some extra depth or color in there. And just random. Okay, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing. Drop it down and push. Grab our tool so I don't hurt my wrist. Don't waste my wrist with all that extra pain. And voila. Now we're getting some beautiful, gorgeous color changes in it. Now, you can stop here. This is, I'll just zoom you down a bit more so you can see. So you can see here, I've used two colors and now it's got that leafy kind of fun look, a little more natural kind of thing. Or you could add a third color. So I'm gonna come in with some shaded spruce as well. And I'm gonna take that and again, just jump in right in there with my dauber. And then I'm gonna drop that. I just want you to be able to see more of that stamp set, sorry. Where I want a little darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And maybe tone that down a bit on the spine. It's all good. Some color didn't go there. This guy I know I'm using for sure. This will probably be an extra, so there we go. So I'm gonna close my shaded spruce. And then once again, just go in there like so and press. Because I didn't do it all, I'll just go in with this guy. It's just random where it's going. And then we take a look, and there you go. There's the third color in there. Oh, I didn't get much on that one, so I'm gonna come back here and push this down a bit. There we go, a little darker. So there's your page. So that is our piece. And look at all the different colors and foliage. So now it's not so boring, and it's got a little more real dimension and likeness. Now you can do this with any colors. I was gonna try and do it with the pinks because I thought that would look kind of cool. And then do happy birthday. So that's my next attempt. But anyway, I want to share that with you. So now you got to take this and fussy cut it. But since we are on the magic of, you know, TV here, per se, I've already done that. So I have fussy cut. Oh yeah, we do need our paper trimmer. All my pieces already. So I'm just moving you up so that I can get in here with my paper trimmer. So remember I was saying, I'm gonna put that aside, that don't get rid of everything, because inside, when you have a polymer stamp set and you use the garbage plastic, which it's not, I shouldn't say it's garbage, because you can use this plastic for doing some really amazing stuff with media. And the other piece is like an acetate sheet, like a window sheet. So you can take this and wipe it down, or just leave it as is if you like. So we're going to use it. So this is the acetate that was actually holding the card in place. I should grab, let's see, I got a piece of balmy blue here, I think will work, maybe. So you can see we have that sheet that was inside, and we're gonna cut it down. So we're gonna cut it down to 5 1/4. Now you can also use these for shaker cards, right? So for shaker cards, just make sure you wipe them down so then you don't see the extra film from the stamp sets. And then all the extra pieces you can leave and keep to do those as little stands, to do those fun floaty cards. Okay, so 5 1/4, you know those fun fold cards where you have things pop up, like it's a box and then it pops up you into a box, a 3D box, and then all these things are standing up in it. One of those. I'll use this so you can see it. So there's my acetate sheet, and I'm leaving it at an angle purposely, so then that way you can see it on the sheet. Okay, so that is our sheet. And, well, I could use our other one because I do need it as reference. Now we've cut all our pieces. So we're going to stick it on a 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of cardstock. And I'm going to use it as my guide, okay? So hard to see, I know, because it's acetate. So you can and cannot see it. Now, I want it to float, and I made the mistake of cutting everything down to this piece. I want to make sure everything can go right to the end of my card. So that way it looks more like it's floating. Now, some of my pieces, because of the way I stamped it, has the ends cut off, and that's okay. So we're going to make sure that it lines up right along the edge there. So to make sure my card doesn't slip, I'm going to grab that reusable piece, stick it on the back of my acetate sheet, and line that up to the front of my card layer, because we're going to use balmy blue. Don't worry, you'll see, it looks really cool. And then this is going to hang over the acetate sheet by like 1/8 of an inch here. And we're just gonna randomly place these. So this one's kind of like a corner one. So we're gonna stick that in a corner along the balmy blue, not the acetate, because we want that to be sticking out to make it look like it's floating out. See, I cut that one off. That's why I moved my stamp set on my pad, because I knew it was off. Oh, I want to turn that a bit so it doesn't, because it's the same flower. Go like so, and then this one we can cut off a little bit more up top. And I kept did do an extra one just in case we need it, but it looks like we're pretty good. We might not need that. Or I could stick it. I did use it in the center here, but I kind of like the fact that there's a lot of, you know, kind of open space. Okay, so I'm gonna take my tweezers to help me here, and we're gonna find a spot. I'm gonna grab my silicone mat as well, and we're gonna need 2 types of glue. So we're gonna need, whoops, see? Now, at this point, you want to make sure your glue is going right all over as much as possible, because you're sticking it to acetate and you want to get that really good adhesion. I'm coming off, so I want my tips. It's okay, it's an acetate, it's our silicone mat. So then that way I know I'm good. Now, I guess I shouldn't have gone all the way on the ends on this one. It's okay, we'll cut it off. Okay, we want there. Right about roughly there. And then this guy, and I'll stick my tweezers right about there. Get as much glue now, but you don't want, now here's the thing, you don't want your glue oozing out either, because you'll see that on the acetate sheet, and trying to clean that off after is very difficult, because you don't want to get paper, you don't want to wet your paper or anything like that either. So make sure you know where you're going. Right about there, and we're just going to press down. Then we'll do this guy. I hope you try this out. It's so much fun to do a floating card, and you got free acetate inside your polymer stamp set. So why not? Okay, so we're gonna go right to the edge down here, and we need to go right to the edge over here. Roughly there. Okay, now I can push down. See, I got a bit of glue there. That's not good. It'd be hard to get out. Even if you use your glue eraser, it'll leave a smudge. So you don't want that. Okay, pretty. We're getting there. Now we got this guy, and I'm just gonna trim this right here. So, oops, it was hard to get inside there as much as I could, so I just left it. Oh, I can fix this guy. Just gonna cut a little bit more inside there. I guess you could go in here, but it's kind of hard. This is the joy of fussy cutting. So you know, when you know you have lots of these to do, you can just stamp away, and then while you're watching TV and sitting in front, you can do this. Okay, so again, and then we're just gonna put glue. And this one's going in my top corner up here. Make sure I'm lined up over here. Perfect. Nice. Okay, Then we got this guy that's gonna come in right about there. So now we'll just trim off any excess we have. And this one, I'm gonna swing out as much as I can there. And there we have it. So there's our acetate sheet. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put that aside over here. And I'm gonna just stick a big block on it to help it seal up like that. So that's ready to roll. Then I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap and we're gonna do some blending to get that dark background. Okay, so this is Balmy Blue. Got some glue on there. So we'll just flip it over and use the back side. And I'm gonna take Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. So I'm gonna take Misty Moonlight here. And I'll just move this down a bit. And which one's my Misty? Okay, what's this one? I'm gonna take some Misty Moonlight and we're just gonna hop on in and add some blending here so that our back piece, our layered piece, isn't so blah. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get some blend on the ends here. I'll flip it. See, I got some glue on the back side there, so like so. Move it around. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Kathy. Oh, that's okay. You can just go back and watch the replay. All my lives stay here, so, you know, you'll just have to scroll to find it. But it's there. So good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, you're not on your bike while you're watching me. Okay, so that's good enough. We're not looking for perfection here. We're not looking for, because remember, this is just underneath. But when I just did one cardstock, plain, no blending, just its color itself, I'll show you. It just needed a little oomph. It just felt like it was blah. So now we're just gonna take Night of Navy, because I still feel this is blah. And we're just gonna get the ends dark, okay? So the ends. And you still have time, Monica, to go back and say replay or comment on my video, because I think I asked a question or two. And yeah, you still have time to be in the draw, because I don't do it till the afternoon. I usually like to give everybody like 30 hours almost. It's practically 30 hours. And well, you'll have a little longer tonight because I have to pick up my son at 6:30, so I won't be dropping it off in the mail till 6 o'clock. Okay, there we go. So I'm just, oh, I didn't do this end. So this darkness along the edge, I just felt like, wow, just gives it that oomph on the end. Now, if you don't have blending brushes, in this case, you can use a dauber, you can use, or here you could take your ink and literally just brush the edges if you wanted to. And that'll get you that dark edge as well. So I'm just gonna come in here and I might have ink on my hand, so I'm just gonna use this guy and just touch up that balmy, that misty moonlight in the middle there. Okay, so let me show you what happens if we didn't do that. So I'll show you here. So we'll take this off. I think we should be good for a second. So now when you put this over top, you see how you get that nice little look. And if I didn't, this is what it would look like. I'll just flip it over. That's what it would look like. So, I mean, you still get the same effect and same whatever, but this looks way better on the other side. Look at that. Gives it way more life, right? What do you think? Just give me a heart or a like and you are good to go as to whether or not you like that. Okay, so now we've done that. And I'm gonna get these blending brushes out of the way. Now we need our sentiment. And then I think we have all our elements. So I did do those ahead of time as well. Like I die cut them. And then I wanted to show you the technique I like to do. So it does only allow you to die cut once. And that is fine. But I like to have a little more height. So without having to use dimensionals on something this small, you can easily create that dimensional feel by layering. Sorry, I'm just looking because I used our cling adhesive sheets, these guys here. So they come in a pack of 6 by 12 and it's $15.75 for 12 sheets of 6 by 12. And they instantly turn your pieces into a sticker so that you don't have to like dab all of these. So I'm trying to remember which one. Okay, this one doesn't have it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off. I think, yeah, there we go. So it has backing on it. So this is the shadow die, and then this is the sentiment. So see, it just comes off and it becomes super sticky, and now you don't have to worry about trying to use your glue. Okay, so I'm gonna rip that off. So see, stuck to my finger. And then we're just gonna pop that onto our shadow base, like so. Oops, there we go. Looking good, looking good. Now I'm gonna show you. So, oops, I'm just gonna move this guy over a bit. He's a little too close to the edge. Just shift them a wee bit. And the nice thing is you don't have all that glue all over the place either. So we'll stack these two together. I think I have yeah, so I think it's right there, yeah. So I'll do another one. And then I'll show you how you do it with I'll show you how I did it too with just using glue. So on my original design when I was creating this card, I was like, why didn't I use the cling adhesive sheets? Why am I doing this using glue? This is insane. So, especially when it's this intricate. Anyhow, I learned my lesson on this one. So I'm telling you, you better get some cling adhesive sheets. Add it to your order for free shipping day. And then you won't have to worry. There you go. And stick that there, there, and there. Okay, so there's two. So I'm just gonna show you. It's a little thicker now. So now we're gonna have 3. And then when I layer this on top, it's gonna be a lot thicker and give it that pop. So this one I didn't. So now you're gonna need your adhesive sheet, some tweezers, and I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna wanna use your fine tip glue. And if you don't have those adhesive sheets, this is what you gotta do. So you're gonna have to dot and dot and dot. So if you're doing lots of these, you definitely wanna pick up some cling adhesive sheets and a silicone mat, because you're gonna get glue everywhere. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. So this guy, I'm gonna swing you over, move up. So I can, with this fine tip glue, just go in a run, versus if I use my Tombow, I would definitely be daubing. Dab, dab, dab. Okay, now we're gonna add this one right on top. I should have did it beforehand so you could see how, I don't know why I stuck it on the blue. I usually assemble these first and then stick it on the shadow, because in that way you can, if I make them boo-boo, I'm okay. Now, oops. Yeah, and this way if I get glue everywhere, it won't get on the shadow one. So that wasn't very smart of me. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Looking good, and we're almost done. After this, some assembly required, and we're finished. There we go. So now you have a little bit of a thicker, I don't know if you can see that, thicker sentiment, and it's not so thin, and it pops up like a sticker. Okay, so let's assemble. Now, how do we assemble this onto here? Well, that's easy. We're just gonna grab some dimensionals. Oh wait, let's put this guy first, because then we'll know. So now we just have to, oh, I forgot one more piece. So I did take, because I felt like it still needed a pop, the shadow piece, a scrap piece of Night of Navy, a pencil, and literally trace this around. And then what I did, like so, was I fussy cutted it so it was slightly bigger than this die. And then I get this. So now I have this third layer I can add onto here that gives it that pop. Because I felt like it was still hiding. It wasn't, you don't see it as good. So we're just gonna add adhesive to the back of this guy. See how you can just use this like a pen? Whee! And then we're gonna stick that on here. Like so. Give it a little bit of a push. And then we're gonna add some to the back of this. Like so. And then knowing that this is our card front, like this. Oh, it's upside down. I'm like, why does that not look right? Because it's upside down. I'll know where I want to put this. Put my sentiment right about there. Make sure it's straight. Excellent. Now I can flip it over and find more spots to stick my mini glue dots or my dimensionals. Oh my. Do I not know my products? I don't know where we live. I don't know. I'm losing it, people. Okay, it's Friday. So I'm trying to get into those corners, but not easy because the window sheet or acetate is not there. Okay, so we'll pull these off and we are almost finito here. And this will be the last of it besides some good old gems. Yeah. Okay, so this we're gonna stick in the corners because we know that that's where that goes. I'm gonna lift this up to make sure I'm straight. Sorry, can't do it lying flat. Yep, it's already sticking. Need to lift that one up a bit. There we go. So now it's floating on that card front. Hope you like that. So now we just got to trim any excess that we have. like that. And then grab our card base. Put some ink or something on there. And then stick that to the front. Got some glue here, so we're just gonna put that there. Grab this. And there's our beautiful card. Now we're going to grab some of those blooming pearls that you can earn for free this month. I even put it on my wish list because I'm running low. I shouldn't say wish list, on my order list because I gotta order it. And we're gonna add any colors. I'm just gonna put multiple different colors. Grab this one, maybe up here. Oh, let's do a gold or two or not. Come on. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are done. What do you think? Do you like? So I'll just show you. Here's my original, and there's the other one. It's like some glue there. So you can see the leaves are all turned different. They're not ever the same. They have different colors. Just depends how you were putting your color on. And here I went to the edge of the window sheet or the acetate sheet, which I shouldn't have done. And here I went right to the edge of the front of the card. So now it looks more like it's floating on there. So that is my fun for you this Friday. I hope you try it out. There's a better view of the two. And see. So thank you for joining me for coffee this morning. It's been a pleasure having coffee break with you, and I look forward to transitioning with you in the evenings. So have a great long weekend, and we will see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Happy Stampin'. Bye.